Hi everyone, my name is Jan Dufour. I'm an independent stampin' up demonstrator. You can reach me if you need any catalogs or supplies by emailing me at jandufour@yahoo.com. You can order from me from my website at jandufour.stampinup.net, or you can go to my blog to look for tips and hints and inspiration at stampmesilly.com. And anybody who thinks they can't, I can show you how. The products we use are so coordinated, it makes everything go together. Currently, this is October 28th, and this is our annual catalog. And then we are also in the mini catalog area. This one only goes until the end of December, and it mostly has things for fall, Christmas, lots of Christmas. And a few other things as well, but that's the majority of them. Halloween is coming up in a couple days, so it's too late to order for that. Today, I am going to show you how to make 15 A2 cards and 5 3x3 cards using only 2 DSPs, which is Designer Series paper. The first one, they're both from Pansy Petals. First one has got lots of flowers. The second one has bolder print and less color. And if you don't have these particular ones, that's fine. You can still do this. Choose 2 complementary pieces of cardstock. I would suggest you keep one not so busy and one maybe a little bit busy. This might work out. This is going to be a little bit rougher, so just keep that in mind, just because of the way I cut different cards out. And then you're going to need 11 sheets of regular cardstock, and that's to use for bases and for backgrounds and that kind of thing. So let's get started. I put a drawing on. I'm not fancy enough to have all the software that does this stuff, so it's in handwriting. But these are the 2 DSPs. This one's the flower DSP, this one's the leaves DSP. I'm going to show you how to cut those up today. The stamp set we're using is called Many Messages. When you look at it, it's not very appealing, I guess, unless you actually read what they say. This is smaller than it actually is. It's one stamp. And there's some wonderful sentiments, along with happy birthday. I'm happy to celebrate these moments with you. Just a card to say hello, congratulations, anniversary, all of those kinds of things. But still, lots of other ones that can be used. I was actually kind of surprised myself when I did it. And then there's one die, and it cuts them all out at the same time. So what I did, of course, was to do multiples. I did it in different colors. I did black and blue, and I can't find them right now. But I also embossed some, and you can do it all at once. So it's very quick. Whether you cut them or not is up to you. But anyway, let me get started with showing you how to do this. So here's our photo. And the measurements are along the side. So 4, 4, and 4 makes 12. So obviously it goes all the way across. Be careful of this one. It's actually 4, 5 1/4 to get to this one. And then you're going to chop the other one 4 by 4. So don't be careful of that. And then this one is 2 3/4. So I'm going to take the flower DSP. I'm going to cut off the 2 3/4 first. You go by whatever line goes all the way down. So 2 3/4. And what it wants me to do is to cut 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So we'll just turn it sideways and do 2 3/4. And of course, it does matter directionally, so keep that in mind when you're making these. Sometimes if you make a mistake, it's okay, because you can just turn the way the card is made to make it work if you need to. But to make these, all 15 of these at the same time, I think there are several times it would not work if you cut it in the wrong direction. So just be aware of that. This is top to bottom. All the cards are going to be using it top to bottom. And this is a scrap. Keep it, because you never know where that can end up. So we've got 4 of these so far. The next cut again, be careful. It's not 4 inches. There's a scrap here. It's 5 1/4. So we'll cut it 5 1/4. And then the first one is cut at 4. Actually, they're all cut at 4. So we'll go ahead and cut them all at, whoops, wrong one, at 4. And you can leave them all at this side. So I'm just showing you that it does actually come out to 4. You could leave them all and change one of the ones I did. But the way I had it planned is one of these, I'm going to put this aside. One of these is cut 4 by 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this one off. So this sheet of paper gives us these 2 scraps. And we're going to use everything else. Okay, well, I got a phone call, so I don't know how it interrupted it. We'll continue on with our cutting. We cut up this section here with our 1 piece of scrap. So we have scrap here and here. And then this one is every 4 inches. So there'll be 3 of those. And we will be done cutting our DSP there. And so that's going to make, let's see, well, I've got them marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these I saved for later. So we'll go down into the leaves section. Now the leaves paper is not directional. It doesn't matter which way it goes. And now we're looking at this section. Remember I said you always look for a section you can cut all the way down. There's an actual 2-inch scrap. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off and lay that aside. And these will all be used. You'll see while I'm making the cards and the other sets of videos that this will all get used up. So we cut off the 2. Now we're going to cut 3 because that comes all the way down. So we'll do 3. And in this case, it's 3 by 4. So we'll cut the 4. And then another 4. And then we have another scrap. This is a pretty large scrap, so I think I used it to make an extra card or something. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I remember. Now we're going to do this one, which again is 3 inches. And we do 4 and 4. And then this one is, I wanted another 2 3/4 square. So we're going to make this 2 3/4, which gives us a little strip. And believe it or not, don't get rid of that because that looks nice on the inside of a card. But we'll do this square, 2 3/4. That gives us our final, for the 5th small card. So we'll put that away. And this is another little scrap right in here. These are cards. And next, now you'll notice this one doesn't come all the way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the 2 inches. This is 4 inches wide, as it says here. I'm going to cut off the 2 inches. So that'll be another scrap, but it'll be a good size one, not just a teeny piece. I'm going to set that aside. Now I have 10 inches by 4. You see here, 10 inches by 4. So I'm going to cut down at 2 inches. I'm going to double them up, and I'm going to cut them in half at 5 inches. So that gives me 4 pieces for another set of cards. So join me in our next video, and I will show you how to cut up these because some of them are top fold and some of them are tent fold. Until later, bye.